Once again.
Hey, how's it going? This is TJ, the co-managing partner at M5 Property Addicts. I am out in Durban today, and I just wanted us to give you a snippet of how to solve some of these problems. We make money whilst we are buying, and at this particular time I'm in a place called Westville, and in Westville we bought this property for 900,000. Yeah. And normally within this area, properties range between 1.6 to around about 2 million, but there was a special reason why we bought it for 900,000. We're trying to solve for the problems. If there is a problem, we solve it, and the only way that you can, that's the only way you can make money. So today I'm going to speak to Charlie, and Charlie was very, very instrumental in actually for us buying this property for 900,000, because when we moved in, or should I say when we started seeing the property was in a bad shape, like many properties would be, and there was an illegal connections of water, illegal connections of electricity. But once you put in an offer on a property like that, how do you then solve it? And that's where Charlie came in, because he is well connected here in terms of how to just solve the problem. And I think this is a problem that many investors would come across. And we thought, well, we are M5 Property Addicts. We do this and we share. So I'm going to be talking with Charlie just to give you a snippet on how you can do it in any municipality, because all of our municipalities in South Africa, they're all the same anyways, right? So yeah, there we go. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, TJ, how are you?
Good, man.
Good.
Right. So Charlie, you've been tracking this house for a minute, and now you were able to see it, and you put in an offer on behalf of the team, M5 Durban, and you knew that there was some illegal connection. How did you discover that or identify that there was illegal connections of water and electricity as well?
I stuck in a hell of a nice company into the property, and things started going a bit pear-shaped. You know, the lights would go off, water would be cut. The relationship of previous owners, she went very quiet, and my suspicion said something's up. When doing a bit of homework, popping into Durban municipality, I asked a couple questions. One has to be patient. You know, that it's not just there because there's millions of properties out there.
Yeah.
And you, excuse me.
Sure.
I met a hell of a nice lady from the municipality, and she indicated this particular property has some issues. Due to the fact that the previous owner wasn't towing the line and listening to the municipality in terms of what people are allowed to be living on the property and their quantity of people. They changed something called usage. Usage is how they calculate the rates on a property. It jumped from 0.01 right up to like 13. The rates jumping from a standard 2,000 a month up to 13,000 a month.
13,000 on rates and taxes alone?
On just rates and taxes.
On a normal house?
On a normal house.
Wow. And in a normal circumstance, typical example, in this area, how much would you then pay? If
2.5.
2,500.
Yeah. So you're
Wow.
jumping about 10,500 rand a month.
Yeah.
On your bill.
Yeah.
Which then is.
And this is outside the usage of the water.
Correct, and the electricity.
Wow.
Yeah. So
okay. Cool.
The bills had jumped. You know, the rates was on 800,000. Electricity was on 100,000. Water we haven't double checked.
Yeah.
But
so I suppose that's also an indication if one is buying a house and then you see quite a big number in terms of rates and taxes, then there could be some penalties there and one needs to do some homework, yeah?
Correct. One has to do the homework.
Yeah. How do you do that homework, Charlie?
I think going through the straightforward steps of speaking to municipality directly.
Who do you speak to? I mean, the municipality when you get there?
In the beginning. And then I had to go through to a certain department, which was just before the legal department.
Okay.
So I did find out something I never knew. The municipality have got the ability and the power to actually repossess your property if you do not pay your bill.
Oh, yes.
And the first thing they'll do is they'll increase your rates. on the usage.
Yeah.
They will then say, okay, you're still not listening to us with what you're doing on the property. We will then remove all of our equipment, which is cables, power boxes, electrical boxes, etc.
And this is the situation that was happening on this property.
Correct.
Which is sad. It's a very, very beautiful place.
Stunning place, you know, and close to all the amenities, shopping centres close by.
Yeah.
Then the lady said this property is going legal. When she said that, it means they're on the process of we're going to repossess unless something happens immediately.
Okay.
She gave me the track record, and so from there on.
Yeah. Was she from, in terms of, you know, we're trying to help the other guys out there. We found a solution that kind of like worked for us on this property. But in your view, is this, was this lady from custom service, like which department? Accounts department?
More accounts department.
More accounts department. So you went in to query more on the account itself.
Yes, I needed to know how much is actually outstanding.
Oh, yeah.
And then she pitched up with the actual form.
Yes.
Showing me. She then but guided me onto a town planner.
Yeah.
Just working with the building inspector, and they indicated this is their problem property in Westville.
Yes.
They been known about it for a hell of a long time.
Yeah.
And so there we went off to them, and they indicated what to do.
Yeah.
Critical, make this property vacant occupation, make it empty.
Okay, so they were willing to help you.
Yes.
The council was willing to work with you.
Correct.
For as long as you were also working with them.
Correct.
Right? So they said, okay, fine, you need to evict, right? All the people that are staying there. And what are the next steps thereafter?
So thereafter was he needs to do a site visit or a property visit. The particular town planner.
Okay. So now from the accounts department, now they sent you through to the town planning department. And then the town planning department, you also spoke to another person there.
Correct.
So you spent a little bit of time going back and forth, until you found someone that was willing to help you there.
Correct.
Now, this town planner, when they came out...
he was Tamius.
Yeah.
It was amazing. You know, he pitched up. He said, thank you for listening to what we had to request.
Yeah.
Which was evicting the present illegal tenants.
Yeah.
We've done that. We cleared up as much as we could.
Yeah.
And he was satisfied. He then says he will take this property information back.
Yeah.
And present it to the board.
Yeah.
Which they have since done.
Okay.
They then sit around the table. They've agreed that we have cooperated with their request.
Yeah.
And they've minuted it and approved that they will reinstate the electricity on the property.
Nice.
Water.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Charlie, you didn't have to grease anyone. You didn't need to have a very close relationship with anyone at the council. Because a lot of people, you know, they are of the view that you need to grease, you need to know someone, a connection of an uncle, of an aunt. But you just went in there like any other ordinary citizen of the country. And you inquired. Obviously, it wasn't one inquiry, multiple inquiries. It led you to the next person, until there was a solution onto the table. And now we're working with the process. How long did this take now, Charlie, from the time we identified the problem to when it got resolved?
Yes, actually been signed already. From there on in, we now have to do an application for our electricity to be reinstalled.
Okay, yeah. So the whole process, it took us about 2 months or so. Okay. Charlie, thanks a lot for your time and great insight on how best you can work around some of these problems. And I think as M5 property addicts, our goal is that, you know, once we discover some of these problems, we kind of like share with everyone, but it's not just to share with everyone, but to also archive it for ourselves, right? Yeah, because we never know. We could be buying properties in Polokwane or Bloemfontein. As we are in multiple cities, we can refer to the same challenges. Thanks a lot, Charlie.
Thanks, DJ.
Cheers, man. Bye.